Hey guys, this is Stanford 10,001 back with episode 3 of the Pikachu solo. And as you know, in the last part, we reached Cerulean City, and pretty much just ended it here. Now I was going to level up to 25, but then I was going to go up here, and then I realized that there was a rival battle here, so I decided to record an episode. Dragoon, yo, Lance, still struggling along back here. I'm doing great. I caught a bunch of strong and smart Pokemon. Here, let me show you what I caught, Lance. More than likely, he's not going to have very smart choices, and this is all the rivals do. He's got 4, and a Spearow, not a smart choice, but it is useful, because it does evolve into Fearow, but his isn't at the evolving level yet. And basically it's just going to use flying type moves, so I'm not going to worry much about him or any of his Pokemon. As a matter of fact, since I think Eevee is very weak to any moves that are of the electric type or any elemental type, his Sandshrew is just going to try to use Sand Attack to prevent us from attacking him, even though we're not using a move that is an attack. And his Sandshrew uses Scratch. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to spam double team so that this thing can work. And we can spam quick attack if it doesn't miss 100 times, but let's just hope it doesn't. And since we're 5 levels over, it's going to be easier, but in the older games it doesn't even really matter. So I'm going to start talking about I'm going to talk about what happened at school. So apparently I still haven't taken my end of course exam yet, and they were telling me that I might take it on Thursday or Friday or Monday, which I'm not going to be here on Monday. You guys might want to know that, so there won't be an episode on Monday or any of the weekend days because I'll be going somewhere. And I wanted you guys to know so that you guys aren't wondering where I am. So we defeated. So I can't wait to take my EOC and get it over with. Well, since this is the Florida EOC for algebra, anyone who's in Florida and in high school knows what I'm taking. And basically it's they say it's like a 62 question test I've heard it's difficult from some of my friends, and I've heard some friends it's hard, some friends it's easy. My friend Henry, who also has a YouTube account, Lucario the War Lover, but he never puts up any videos, so I wouldn't bother really trying to check him out very much, because he doesn't put up that many. So we beat our rival, and he's saying he went to Bill's house, and added a lot of pages to his Pokédex. And since we're using a system to go thank you, I better get rolling. So before we go to Cerulean City, we're gonna go visit. Before we fight the gym, we're gonna go visit Bill, who is a Pokemon collector, and he is the founder of the first system. I know in 4th gen, I don't remember who it is in 4th gen. I think it's Beatrice or something around there. I don't remember most of the PC founders. I mainly remember the one from 1st and 2nd gen, which in 2nd gen there is a unique feature that we get, but I don't get to, but we're not at 2nd gen yet. So this is Nugget Bridge, which has a series of 5 trainers that say if you beat them, you're going to win a prize. So, yeah, these trainers are not that tough, considering the fact they're just bug and they're usually bug or flying. Or I don't think there's any sand shrews in here, if I remember. There probably is, but probably like level 14 or some low level. That takes care of the kid's Caterpie. And now he's going to send out a Weedle, which still isn't very strong. But it can poison us, so we do have to watch out. And luckily we didn't get poisoned. And also, there's a new thing. There's also something I might also do. When Black and White 2 comes out, I might LP that, but I'm not sure about it because my DS. I mean, it's not easy to record videos on my DS due to the fact that my camera is crappy. And the crappy quality of the camera does contribute to some bad side effects, like in my Final Fantasy video, where there was that green part on the bottom of the screen, and I didn't notice that until after I had recorded it, and it was really annoying, because I was wondering, like, how did that green thing get there? And I'm not sure if it was a video problem, or if it was a screen problem. But more than likely, it was a video problem. So now we are fighting a youngster who has Rattata, which are very weak. Unless you have a, but it knows Hyper Fang, which kind of is a threatening move, but not very threatening. And next we're level 22. So next he's going to send out an Ekans, which I think probably knows Ember. But then again, back in this gen, practically everything was effective. No matter what type you had or whatever you were using, it was always overpowered in some way. Considering back in this gen, Psychic was the most overpowered typing. It still is. Depending on the Pokemon you have, Psychic is powerful. Like if you have Drowsy, Hypno, Mewtwo, any of the Psychic legendaries, their special attack is usually high, so you're going to get a lot more out of Psychic. And then there's other ones that were introduced in like 2nd gen, like Shadow Ball and Psybeam. I think Psybeam was introduced in 2nd gen. I'm not sure if it was introduced in 1st. It might have been, but since I've never gotten every TM in this game, I'm not sure. Which, then again, I don't think 100% run of this game would be very impressive. You have to do like a morally formidable run. So, now we are on number 4. The 4th trainer. And it's a last. It's probably gonna have some grass types. Or a very weak Pidgey a Pidgey that hasn't reached its evolved form yet. Which I think it evolves at level 17, which we're lucky we're not fighting an evolved form, because Pidgeotto is very good to have. Right now, we're not going to focus on anything like Surf or Strength, but later we're going to need a Pokemon that knows one Pokemon that can learn Surf and one Pokemon that can learn Strength, because that's what we're going to need in order to beat the game. So Now, the reason why we need this and the reason why we need those is because this game is like, it's not heavily based off TMs as much as Gold and Silver was, but you do need 2 basic TMs. Fly is never needed, but Fly just, the reason why we're going to get that one is because it just saves time. So now that we've beaten all 5 trainers, there's one left. Congratulations, you beat our 5 constant trainers. Oh, I thought you actually had to fight this trainer. And we get a nugget, which we can sell. And he's asking us if we can join Team Rocket. And he's not letting us join. And so this guy is a Team Rocket operative, and they're not letting us join. Which I hate. I wanted to, I mean, if you want it, this game should say, do you want to join Team Rocket, yes or no? And what it does, depending on what you pick, it changes the storyline. If you pick no, you become an enemy of Team Rocket. If you pick yes, you should get something like alternate jobs or stuff to do in order to help Team Rocket. Like, for instance, stealing a Pokemon from somebody, or something around there. But since obviously this gen doesn't want to let you do that, we're just going to go along with it. And I think we get to fight this trainer. Now, I'm not good at raising Pokemon. I should release my Charmander because I haven't raised it well. If you promise you'll care for it, it's yours. So we got one of the starters, which we're probably going to teach strength or some other move, but so yeah, this is a Charmander, which now I'm going to deposit it. I'm going to keep it for now, but we're probably not going to need it. And if I do faint, it's probably going to not be used, more than likely. So here's one of the trainers here. I just got down from Mount Moon, but I'm ready. So I think these guys are hikers or sailors. Hikers, yes. So this guy's bound to have Geodude. Oh, it's a Machop, which actually has a decent sprite, by the way. So we're going to use Double Team before we fight him, because I think he's bound to have Karate Chop, an effective move. Use Double Team again. We're going to spam it until we... Apparently Karate Chop is very accurate, but we're going to spam Double Team 3 times and hopefully it will miss. Yes, and now quick attack time. So yeah, Karate Chop does exactly 10 damage or so. Which luckily it missed. And now that Double Team is going to protect us through the next part. And we're level 23. Hiker is about to use Geodude. Yep, as always, every hiker has to have a Geodude. I mean, it wouldn't be complete if hikers didn't have a Geodude. But, what's Slam do? I've never actually used that move. Oh, Slam is just like, just as effective as Quick Attack, so... No, I actually think it's more effective than Quick Attack, so we should use Slam instead. And I'm not sure if it has a less chance of attacking or not. But at least it's not like recoil damage or something stupid like that, like takedown. So yeah, this battle is going to take a while. I wish I had video editing software, but I mean I do, but my computer is crap, so I can't use it. Oh yeah, I just realized that I'm an idiot. I could use the YouTube software. I could use the YouTube software to edit my videos, which maybe I should start doing that. Because that would probably make them better. So, before we anywhere move on through this, I'm going to buy some items. Such as potions and things. Because we have absolutely none. But we got a starter which we can teach a TM. So of course, yeah, we're just gonna get the starters to teach him, like to teach HMs, like Squirtle can learn Surf, and probably I think Charmander can learn Strength, which should make the quest for searching a lot easier. But then again, I just realized that I could have gotten a Geodude in the last area, but I guess when the next cave comes, we will get a Geodude, since Geodude is probably the easiest Pokemon that can learn. The easiest Pokemon that can learn any move. Electrode ignored orders. And I think in this game it's an Electrode, and in the other games it's a Slowpoke. I'm not sure. I haven't played Blue in a while. So we're gonna buy 13 potions and one escape rope and one repel, since we're gonna need that. Probably an awakening, because yeah, there's gonna be a Pokemon that's gonna put us to sleep since we only have one. So yeah, after we visit Bill, we're going to take on the gym. Oh great, I already said that. Now, you see that guy over there? That's a special part of the game, which we will get to later after we beat it. But for now, that isn't important because that's actually where you capture a legendary, which you'll find out which one. But for now, it's a secret. Now, in the other games, there are places to catch legendaries as well. But they are more tedious to go through and more annoying. I said the same thing. LOL. There's more. This trainer is a youngster again, or schoolboy, somewhere around there. Yeah, it's a youngster. I can't identify the sprites very well, so there's also been some other stuff coming up besides POCs. I have a project coming up. I have a project for English coming up. I have a Spanish exam, which I pretty much hate, which I'm gonna hate because it is a Spanish exam and it is speaking into a computer in Spanish, and then a written part will determine whether I pass the class or not. But I hope I do, because I do want to be one of Spanish 2. I don't want to be one of them idiots who's stuck in Spanish 1 again because they failed Spanish 1, and then I have to sit through the same thing again. I mean, who wants to sit through the same thing again and again and again and again? I don't enjoy that. I mean, some people may, but I don't, because it does get boring. So I hope that I pass all of them, including some class I have called Study Skills that my school says it's supposed to help us, but it does a little bit. Realistically, I can manage school without it, which I wish I could just not even take it at all. But then I have to be an IB student, and that's really hard. So I'm guessing this girl is talking about her boyfriend. Who cares about her boyfriend? We're not here to talk about boyfriends. We're here to go visit Bill so that we can meet the guy who founded the Pokemon storation system, which is where you get the box system. But either way, I don't think it's required to go this way, but you can if you want. But because everyone wants to know who the guy who created the Pokemon boxes were, which was originally Bill. And in his episode, he was, if I remember, he was dressed up as a Pokemon from the past, and they thought it was a Kabuto when they first saw it, but they found out it was Bill. And we're gonna fight this guy instead. I'm a cool guy. I've got a girlfriend. So what? You got a girlfriend? When does that matter? I don't care about your girlfriend. So that must be his girlfriend down there. But since we're not interested in his relationship, that he can go home and talk about it to his friends if he wants to. But we don't care. Junior trainer is about to use Ekans. Will I switch? No, we can't. But yeah, so Ekans is useful, but it evolves into Arbok later, which I guess you could consider it useful if you don't pick if you want a Pokemon that knows like fire moves and you didn't pick a fire type starter. And you didn't pick a fire type starter. It looks like we're almost at the end. Looks like we only got this trainer left. And she's arguing about cute Pokemon right now, and she's got 3. She's got an Oddish. Then again, seems like all of the lasses do, but some of them love Pokemon like Jigglypuff or Wigglytuff, and in later games, I think they start giving them Igglybuff and Snubbull and various other normal types. They generally love normal and grass types. Or flying, like some of these do, but they tend to only pick the Pokemon that they think are cute, not the ones that they don't think so much about their strength, which is, I think, a lot of the reason why they don't really advance much as a trainer, because they don't focus on strong ones. Now, some of them, the gym leader women, they make sure they capture strong ones that are going to give you a tough time, which I actually enjoy. I don't like trainers with 3 Oddish or 3 Magikarp. Now the worst is the trainer. Now there's worse trainers, like ones with 5 Magikarp, which does appear in no, the worst trainer is that trainer in Gold version with 5 Magikarp, which is ridiculous. So now we're here with the guy with Bill, and Pikachu goes up there and finds out a guy who's dressed in costume. Hi, I'm a Pokemon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemon. Hey, what's with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you. I screwed up in an experiment and got combined with a Pokemon. So how about it? Help me out here. When I'm in the teleporter, go to my PC and run the cell separation system. So apparently he's that crazy about Pokemon that he wants to be one, in a sense. Lance and initiated the teleporter cell separator. And now Bill's gonna come out as a man. Which we can actually talk to. And Pikachu is surprised. But as always, since they all have the trainer spikes, he kind of looks like Brock. And they have a Pokemon collection. And he's giving us an SS ticket. Which we are gonna go to, since it is how we're gonna get to Vermilion, which it's a very simple way to get to Vermilion. We don't need to do any fancy stuff to get to Vermilion. We just need to find the ship. And after we find the ship, we're gonna stay in the ship for a little while and then go to Vermilion. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fight Misty, the second gym leader, which should be fairly easy due to the fact that we have an electric type. Now, I have done this with a fire type starter, which I actually have done this game with only Charmander before, but it was hard. Well, I actually evolved it, but it was a solo. It was a solo though, and I only used that Pokemon until I got Mewtwo. Then I started to spam Mewtwo, which I always do every time I get it. Which more than likely there will be a bonus episode of me showing Mewtwo against the Elite Four and all that other good stuff. But until then, we won't get it. So, as for this gym has places you can surf, which is useful. You can actually surf in these places. So, as you can see, the gym is set up like this. Then again, we're just gonna skip the one trainer and fight this one. I'm more than good enough for you. Misty can wait. I'd much rather fight Misty than a lousy junior trainer that looks like she's dressed for camping. So yeah, Thunderbolt. Once you're so tough, then why can't I just beat you with Thunderbolt? Peck, flying type move, which is very weak and not very effective. I think this is the first gym where they start to use potions. Which is a surprise, because I don't think in most of the gyms in this game they use potions. Hi, you're a new face. What's your policy on Pokemon? What is your approach? My policy is an all-defensive with water-type Pokemon. Misty, the world-famous beauty, is your host. Are you ready, sweetie? Now, in the anime, she has 3 other sisters who think they're so much better than she is, and that they were born with beauty and she wasn't. Which she ends up leaving them for a couple of years to travel with Ash, and then she ends up leaving and then showing up again in the third gen. And she's just going to use an X defend, which isn't going to do anything. Because, yeah, it is going to defend, but we're going to defeat it. Now, her drawback is that she uses evolutions of Staryu. She doesn't actually use different variety of water types. Like she could use Squirtle or some other water type that can learn moves other than Harden and Tackle. She could actually learn something useful. So yeah, as you can see, we beat Misty on the first try and got to level 25. Lance defeated Misty. I can't believe I lost. Alright, you can have this Cascade badge to show you beat me. The Cascade badge makes all Pokemon level 30 obey. That even includes outsiders. There's more. You can now use Cut anytime. You can use Cut down. You can cut down small bushes to open up new paths. You can also have my favorite TM, which is Bubble Beam, I think. But Bubble Beam is not. Bubble Beam is useful if we were in water type level or we had a water type. But we don't need to worry about teaching other TMs except to Pikachu. Like later, Pikachu will learn Submission, which will help us. Which sadly in this game they prevent Pikachu from evolving due to the fact this game is heavily based off the anime and every event is based off the anime. That's why there's Jesse, and James in this game. So as for now, we're going to I'm going to end part 3 of this Pikachu solo here, and in the next part we will go through the path, get cut, and we'll go through the path. We will go to the next city, find out where to get cut since I don't remember, and fight Lieutenant Surge. Bye.